Hey, we're Cole Gannon. This is Rose City Review.
We're spatulas, and this is kitchen time.
Stop touching my teeth when you say that. Hi, we're spatulas. This is kitchen time.
I'm Gordon Ramsay, and you're watching MTV Cribs.
Where's the lamb sauce?
In my kitchen, I only have.
We're sidewalk chalk, and this is children's feet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
And this is candles.
Hi, we're 40 feet tall, and this is Rose
Saturday night! Phoebe Bridgers!
Hi, we're 40 feet tall, and you're watching Rose City Review.
I'm Michelle Kicherer. It's Roderick Allen, and we're Rose City Review, and we have some pretty sweet guests today at the Honey Pot, which is a studio yard house show venue in Portland that's pretty badass. So if you're touring through or live here, hit up Alex, and maybe you'll get one of these really sweet stickers. Who are you guys?
Who are you?
I'm great. I'm so marvelous.
Hi, great. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Cole Marquette, and these are my bandmates Jack Gann and Ian Series, and then Brett. Oh, damn it. I had him until I got to you, buddy.
Nailed it. You had Jack as Jack too, you ding dong.
What are you guys
Introduce your name. This is Ian. He's our special friend. We bring him along for fun. I'm Jack. This is Cole, and that is actually Brett.
That is actually Brett.
And actually,
Even though it could be Carl.
Brett Marquette.
Carl. My cousin's name is Carl Marquette, so
that works.
Shouts out to Carl Marquette, San Diego, bro. Let's go.
yeah. He got a little drunk at our San Diego show last tour.
Sounds a little drunk right now. But
I wish.
the 40 Feet Tall is an indie, alt-rock, post-punk, other stuff that we're going to talk about.
Other punk.
Band based here in Portland.
Prog punk.
Proud Punk?
Prog.
Oh, Proud Punk.
Yeah.
And I assume proud, you're proud as well.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into this. I'm proud of this.
They don't really give a shit about what they do, and that's what we're here to talk about today. But they released a couple new singles this summer. We're going to talk about those. Their music video. I have a curly hair agenda in mind. But we like to start by, what is the origin of the band's name?
There it is. Which story you with? Ian, you want to tell the story?
Oh man, dude. Well, you see, Cole and I one day we were driving on, the Pacific Highway, right next to the Pacific Ocean. Wind blowing in our hair. He had a mullet that was like,
It's
oh
true.
god.
It looked good,
And then I still
but I think got to keep it.
And as we're driving along, man, we decided to pull over, roll up, a little scoocher, hang out, and just get a little high, get a little closer to Jesus.
That's a do.
And we sat down for a second, and it was like, this is great, dude. Man, I feel like I'm flying over these cliffs. We were just on the cliffs right next to the ocean. And, we had America playing in the car. It was a convertible, it was a 67 Chev. It was
Sweet, man.
marvelous. And we're sitting there, and I'm just thinking about these cliffs, and I was like, dude, sometimes I wish I could just be as tall as these cliffs. I feel like I'm 50 feet tall. And then I realized that name was already taken by the dead weather. So we downgraded by 10%, now we're 40 feet tall.
Wow. Heard it here first, folks.
That's on the
It's honestly-
Wikipedia page.
it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, if you downgrade by 10%, you'd be 45 feet tall.
Math.
He's
Math, yeah.
He's magician.
We don't do math, okay, Roderick? You didn't tell us that. 4, 8, 3, 6. That's as far as the math goes right there.
I'm also really terrible with timing too, which is why I always burn food.
Fun fact
Great
about
drummer.
me, I always burn food.
The drummer's bad at timing.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Dude.
Awful at it.
Becomes the other punk part.
Freeform
Yeah.
jazz punk.
Yeah. If you play fast enough, time doesn't matter. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, how would... Oh, sorry.
I'll tell the real story. Oh, are we just pretending like that was real?
that is the
Oh
real
yeah,
story.
that was real.
What do
story.
you
What do you mean?
Where were you, bro?
Sorry, I'm not. You said it was just you and Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, we were on acid in the backseat.
Yeah,
that's right.
We were Jesus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Collective Jesus.
I left that out.
Did
like,
you get closer?
back in the day, Jack actually used to wear a lot of robes, and so we used to just call him Jesus.
Yeah, Jack had a big robe phase.
Yeah,
It was a
Chewy,
good one.
you
They
know.
they're comfortable in the van.
We should get road robes.
Road robes?
Road
Yeah,
robes.
I'm down.
Road
Road
robes.
robes.
Man.
Yo,
Bed
watch.
Bath and Beyond sponsor us for some road robes.
Go.
We're the beyond part. Bed bats and post punk bands.
Speaking of post-punk, what type of punk do you most relate to and why?
Post. I don't know. I think we've been really obsessed with kind of the like British post-punk scene that's been coming out lately. The kind of the Idols, Shame type of stuff. I think I don't know, but Ian's like been really into kind of like
Here, let me get you in your post-punk mode.
yeah. Cover two more times.
Yeah.
Two more times.
There we go.
But then also just kind of like the much more like fast-paced, like I don't know what you would call it, like kind of garage speed punk that's like GT or like
Oh yeah, like lithics and all that.
Turnstile.
Turnstile,
Prison Affair.
Prison Affair.
Yeah.
Well, they're from Spain, I think, but like yeah, I don't know. And then
Just the OG shit's always good too.
yeah,
Like I feel like I've been listening to a podcast called No Dogs in Space, and they did a whole series that was like every series was on a different early punk band. So they did like Ramones and that's the only one I can think of.
Nice.
Stooges.
Oh yeah, Stooges, like
I mean,
Cream.
like, wasn't
that's
the
how
Velvet
the
Underground
OG.
also
Oh.
considered punk? Or
No,
were they
they're
more like
alt.
avant-garde.
They're alt.
Avant-garde, I would
Alt.
say.
But I feel like
They're like influencers.
yeah, 'cause I think
Yes,
post-punk
definitely.
is basically like taking avant-garde and punk and putting it in one because it's kind of just fast but dancey
Mm-hmm.
and like way less distortion. At least in my way that I try and frame post-punk. I think everybody talks about it differently.
Huh.
Which I feel like you guys have kind of transitioned into that in your last album and these
Yeah.
singles that have come out. Like your earlier work was a little more kind of like, I don't know, grungy country vibes in it.
Country vibes. Interesting.
I actually love that. I'm glad.
I said
normally-
grungy country
normally we
vibes.
get, like,
Grungery.
Grungery.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Normally get like a hard rock. And
Yeah.
Slash
I do like
harder rock
hard
and roll.
Riff raff.
Like a
Yeah.
Nickelback sound.
Yeah.
Rod.
We're,
Our listeners are
we're
just
trying
gonna
to bring
have
him back
listen.
single-handedly. With
I
our
think-
past album.
A huge part of that is Ian joining the band. The last album was before Ian was in the band, and all the current stuff is what we've written with Ian since. And he's just got as the foundation of the drums are just different, and they're just energetic in a new way for us that we write around it all.
Really thankful for you being here, buddy.
I'm thankful for you to be here, dude.
As he says to the person who didn't give him.
Fuck myself.
So what about
If I want to pass on to you, Ian says thank you.
so your most recent single in August was On and On and On, which is maybe my favorite song, which is super exciting that like the more stuff you're putting out, the more it's just growing and I'm loving it. So tell us about the single and also the music video.
Well, we wrote the song kind of mid-pandemic. I think it was kind of just one of the. We tend to kind of just write songs where we'll just be jamming, and I think Ian started the riff or the beat, and then Brett came in with something, and then we all just kind of like layered on, and then
Yeah.
our ears perked up, and we're like, this sounds like it could be something. And,
Yeah. I feel like that was one of our quickestly organic created songs.
quickestly.
Yeah.
I'm also like definitely
I wasn't gonna
English
call it
major.
on that, but you did it.
I don't know, write that down.
Yeah, we made that one in Ian's basement. I remember
Real
we were
Shakespeare over here.
we were
Oh yeah, that's right.
we were practicing in Ian's basement for a while, and it was just
It was when we were.
it was one just like came together, and it was just like
Yeah.
fun, and
It
we were,
happened fast. I feel like.
yeah, it happened really fast, and
It was when we finally joined bubbles too.
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Before the vaccines, we had like separate friend bubbles where we couldn't really see each other.
Yeah.
And then we finally we're like, okay, fuck it, we need to practice and we want to play. We're joining bubbles. You know, COVID be whatever.
yeah, it was one of the first things like
And
we
then
played
we went to
together
jam and it was like, yes.
after months. The first times we played together, and that just kind of came out of it. It was like I think it's like excitement to see each other. And it was like it was like wild to be in the room together.
Euphoric.
And, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like this. The music itself is like this happy, like a little more like exciting, upbeat thing, and then lyrically a little more like
And then I
chaotic and
always
anxious.
make it a little.
But like that's also the time that it was being made in is like a lot of that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a really fun.
But
one.
no, but I think that's a good point. It's very much like a happy feeling song with like kind of this manic like energy that it feels like under the surface there's just a feeling of the pandemic. Like we were so excited to see each other and be hanging out with each other again, and like, but then there's just this like kind of level of darkness under it for sure. So.
What about Boyle, out August 2022, on Something Records, produced by Cameron Spees. I forgot the record. I'm not looking at my notes.
Magnetic
right
Magnetic Moon. Magnetic Moon
now. What are
record.
these even for?
So the Boyle music video is the one with kind of like a monster that's like a euphemism for just shitty men. And that's kind of like what the lyrics are about that Cole will talk more about since he wrote them.
Yes, please. Shitty men.
I like it kind of stemmed from a poem I was writing about like things that my partner had like told me, just stories about like unbelievably fucked up things that, you know, the kind of entitlement of like on the spectrum of like, you know, I bought you a drink, you fucking owe me, come back to my house, whatever, like stuff like that. And I just kind of like built from that. And so yeah, I don't know, it's just like the lyrics are just all of these kind of incidents and snapshots of guys being real douchebags.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important as a bunch of straight white dudes to also call out the fucking dudes who are pieces of shit, and so that's kind of what this song is about. Of saying like, we like know that there's these assholes out there. We want to like call them out for the shit that they do, and be better about it. And so then, to like drill that home with the music video, we just straight up like made a creepy monster as a representation of those kind of people, and then you see them this monster go from being like super monstrous to like slowly going and getting ready for changing, getting a suit on, getting flowers, and then going on a date. And it's not like a happy fun music video, you know, it's like intense, and most of our music videos are like happy goofy ones, and so
Yeah.
this was we didn't want to do that with this song because it's not something
Right.
you would want to do with that. So I worked with my buddy Sella Shaloni directed it, and then my friend Sullivan Waits was the actor. It was the first music video we ever did where we were in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fun, cool process to do and work on, and but also like it was really intense.
Yeah, it was a wild situation.
Yeah.
And then we shot it in LA. So like Brett and I went down there
Mm-hmm.
to shoot it, and then it, you know, it's still an independent shoot, so you're kind of always dealing with like, oh, like the first shot was supposed to be in front of a liquor store in like kind of an interesting area of LA, and like literally like we get there, we're setting up, and like this dude is just like, hey, you can't shoot here, and like the director's like, I asked the owner, and the owner said it was totally cool. He's like, well, you didn't ask me. And just stood there.
He's like,
like,
this is my
paid off
neighborhood.
for
it.
You don't get a fucking
Yeah.
shoot. And we were like,
Yeah.
okay, like
Yeah, and we were like, we'll figure it
Hey,
out.
have a good
we'll
one.
get out of here. For the most part, though, it was great.
And you're like,
And
this
then-
song's about you.
Yeah. You're actually in.
We did not want to.
Do you want a
engage,
cameo?
to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those situations where you're like, this is not the right time to be
A smart ass.
argumentative.
Yeah.
and a smart ass.
Yeah.
This is a situation where we should just leave. We got a schedule to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was and that was like the set like. Was
The
it first shot? I think it was like
Literally
the
the very
first shot. We're
And he
like,
was just like, guys, this is
sick.
gonna be like, I'm nervous, I want to get this out of the way. And they're like, oh, it'll be fine. And then like, no, it wasn't. But,
Because we were
yeah.
coming from Portland, we're like, I think nobody cares about shooting, and then I forget that like LA,
People are
like,
shooting movies
people are shooting
everywhere
and doing
and
guerrilla
Yeah.
shots everywhere, and people like hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's like, God
Mm.
damn, not
So
another
I think
one.
it's like a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And we totally.
Portland,
forgot
they're
about
like,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
come
like,
on,
please,
it's
like,
like,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
Yeah,
Come in my
like,
backyard.
Can we
Yeah.
give you free stuff to
Yeah.
shoot here? Yeah, but it was a really fun thing to shoot, and then a lot of it we also did on the director had bought was it 8mm camera,
Yeah, a lot of it was like actual film, like a 16 millimeter, I think.
16,
And
16, I don't know.
and then the
Supposed to.
colorization guy like made it all kind of seem like one vibe, but it was really fun
Cool.
and cool to work. Like the director and the main actor are like my best friends since, or very good friends of mine since we were 3rd, 4th grade. So it was like fun to like work with them as adults and make something cool together.
Oh,
Do you think they'll mind that you retracted the best friends part?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they know we're not best friends. We're very, very good friends. Actually, shit.
Sullivan
fuck.
is gonna kill you.
Yeah, no, they're my best friends.
Is that a best friend half broken heart necklace I see under you?
No, just hair.
Can you speak to the artwork? Who did those? Is there more? Is it going to be involved in the full album release?
Sure. I mean, artwork is like maybe the hardest thing for us. We could write
They're
10
badass.
albums and be like, this is great, we're so good, we like it, oh, we love music, and then it comes to like choosing album artwork and single artwork, and we just tear each other apart. It is like a freaking battle royale every
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
None of us really
Yeah.
fully agree. I'm like, I want this chaotic thing that has like all its colors and shit. Brett's like, I want 3 squares that are all clean lines. Cole's like, why are you arguing? Ian's crying in the corner. It's just a lot. So
Ian's like taking pictures like of the wall and be like, "This is sick. We should use this."
I'll be in the corner and be like, oh, we're talking about artwork.
yeah, that is actually too
Hey,
true. I didn't want to
self-aware.
throw you that hard. But it turned out, so we finally figured it out that for the singles, we're using photos that we had done with Harper King. She had taken some 6 studio portraits of all of us, and we were like, these photos are great. And then I think it was Brett's idea to like take away our faces and add like trippy backgrounds.
Yeah.
Well, like the EP that's coming out is a photo of that Cello, the guy who directed Boyle. Also, he's a photographer in LA, and he took this photo, and it's like this dude like just making his face really weird. So the cover of this EP is this guy that we don't know, and it's his face all like weird. And so I thought we should have the singles be us but without our face, and then when you get to the EP, a face is revealed, kind of thing.
Mm.
Curious. Tell us more about said E EP.
It comes
New
out
music.
September 23rd. It's going to be a 5-song EP. Mixed and produced by Cameron Spees. I really want to call him Spies, but it sucks as Spees.
Yeah, your name sucks, Cam.
Hey Cam.
Yeah.
Cam, we want to talk about.
We want to talk about the fact that you should pronounce your last name as Spies,
Yeah.
because that's cooler.
That's actually why we're doing this interview right now, Cam.
We're super excited to get it out though. Like, again, like it's been a long time. Even like the last album we had recorded way before we released it. So it was like we had recorded that in like 2018. We released it in like late 2020, and then this is our first music that we put out with Ian as our drummer, and it feels more like where we're fully at as a
Thanks for the
band.
drum,
Yeah, thanks, dude.
man. You did great.
Yeah. It's gonna be 5 songs, and it's EP 1 of 2. So there will be another one in the future.
Nice.
Yeah. We're just excited to have it out. Honestly, I cannot wait for it to be out, for everybody to be able to listen to it.
I mean, even just these singles being out that are songs that we still feel like, we relate to and we really want to play and feel like us currently, like that just feels so good, and the response has been really great. So it just it feels really good to have current music coming out.
Yeah, and to be stoked about it still, because it's like after a couple years, you do kind of get over your songs,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like, like.
Unless you're Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, bring
he'll
Mac
be
to
in high
Marco.
school.
Yeah. We hate Mac DeMarco.
He's actually our next guest, so
Oh, you can tell him that we hate him.
Oh, hey,
Mac. Oh shit, you're the best.
Tell him to give me my drumstick back. He took it that one show and was hanging from the rafters, and
Hey,
I'll
Mac.
leave the drums out of it. But I'm like at 5 solid sticks, and I'm coming for you, Mac. I need my fucking 6th stick, dude.
well, I think we need to cool it down here on the set here at the Honey Pot.
All right, next segment.
We have a segment called Name That Tune.
Uh-oh.
Hounds on a chain, sing you to sleep,
Cavalcade.
tattoo your brain.
Cavalcade, I win.
You win.
You guys suck.
That's bullshit, dude. I wasn't in the band.
You've played that song.
played that song.
Never.
Have you been
What are you
listening?
talking about? What band is this?
That's literally the song you auditioned on, you little shit.
That's. You stop this malarkey right now.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
All right, number 2. I've got a second head.
Hey,
Yeah,
on
we
and
got it.
on. I got it. Yes.
That's true. You won it.
Bye
For
bye.
those who missed it, that was on and on
And on.
And on.
And
and
on.
on
And still going on.
and on.
Still going.
You had me at I've.
I know. Well,
It's the
Number
only
3.
song Cole uses contractions in.
Cool. What's your take on contractions?
They're good. They're useful.
That's fair.
Like them.
That's,
Like them.
Number 3. I'm not a math person either. It's a shame how we're awake now. I liked you better in my dreams.
Cortesa.
That's
Wait.
incorrect.
Oh, isn't that Sweeter?
This is a deep cut.
Taxidermy.
No.
This is awesome.
Rain Machine.
Rain Machine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, who
Guys-
doesn't know the song now?
That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing.
Yes.
It's embarrassing that Cole guessed it wrong and he wrote it.
This show
That's why I'm saying it's embarrassing.
I just don't listen to lyrics.
SUCKIT, bro.
I don't expect you to know them.
Man, it's getting heated here at Honey Pot.
Michelle, why'd you do that to me?
They were like, this is gonna be loud on this machine.
It's all.
Yeah.
Jarrod's
the
all
best
put
part.
his headphones on.
That's
Special thanks to Jarrod Ackerley on sound.
Thank you, Jared.
All right, number 4. He thinks you need him because you brushed his leg.
Boyle.
Well, I need to stop breathing.
I feel like that was a
It's kind of a tie.
I think we
tie on this side.
Yeah.
I said it first.
Are you just
We'll
a
have to
quiet
review
I'm
the
just- I'm just
tape.
quiet.
We will
Okay.
review the tape.
We'll review the tape.
See where the lips are at. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The judges have reviewed the
Suck
tape.
air.
It's not Jack.
This is for 2,000 points.
Oh shit.
So I was dreaming, I was scheming at the top of my lungs, but you said, keep it down, keep it down.
On off.
Yeah.
Who said that?
That's cool.
Cole. The winner. And now you have to sing it. 5-second clip, go.
Top of my lungs.
And
Man.
I don't want the whole world to see me. 'Cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's meant to be broken. Just want you to know who I am. Oh, fuck, I
That's
forgot
gonna
my
be out
line.
on the
Never mind.
23rd.
Sponsored by
Sponsored by Radio.
Google Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls.
The Google Dolls.
What's your favorite thing about the music scene here? I can't. Thirsty.
I don't know. It's just fun to see. Like, it's been a weird few years, and to see some of our friends and other creatives like come out of it stronger and more like supported and determined than ever. It makes it a really fun space to be as like a musician and as a creative, and to be here and to see our friends also like thriving and just like making Portland a spot that's worth bragging about when you're out on the road and stuff.
Totally. And I think too, like, you know, COVID has just been brutal. So it's like a band that survived through this. Anyone that survived this, but like a band, especially like being in the arts, it's just like there's this more kind of like camaraderie and like, oh, you made it, like, thank fucking God, and like it's just like much more. It feels more communal now, and it's, I don't know, it's cool. I think there's some really fucking cool shit happening in the Portland music scene right now, and we feel very lucky to be a part of it.
All right, here to play Nic Cage, 40 Feet Tall.
Yeah.